All right, so as promised on New Mexico Desert Classics, we decided we're going to just hit a fender to see what this original paint looks like underneath here. We're just going to polish it. We, of course, got it wet, got everything off of it, all the dirt, because the last thing you want to do is swirl dirt into any old paint. And we're using the lightest of light compounds because you can already see where it's bleeding through to the primer a little bit. So it's obviously not going to be perfect, but Nate's going to fire it up and see where it goes.
Or the fender's going to come off. Paint's coming off into the orbital.
Keep it off the rubber. Starting to pick up a couple of reflections. Looking pretty good. As you can see, he's not spending too much time in one spot. Out there. The braces kind of break down as you do this. You get finer and finer particles.
That's why it'll keep shining. Let's see how that looks when we. Than I thought it would look.
Looks pretty dang good to me. Now this car was last registered in 2012, so who knows what its life was like between then and now, but it's obvious it spent quite a bit of time sitting outside. But if that fender is any representation of what the rest of it's going to look like, that's going to be one good looking little roadsteration.
Probably got to put some wax on it now.
Yep. All right, so Nate's going to set a good base coat of wax on it to hold that polish, because when it's all freshly exposed, it'll it'll fade and oxidize faster than as it's been sitting under the coat of dirt.
Yep. Turn it down to the lowest setting. Especially that bit of exposed primer. Concave part would be quite a bit more difficult.
Yeah, no kidding. I think I've got a larger pad that might actually flex down in there.
Yeah, or just do it by hand, I guess.
Yeah.
This definitely saves time. Kind of ruined the paint that way.
So you can see Nate's other Alfa in the background. We were debating the other day what the best Alfa color of all time is, and Nate, what was your choice? As you've got a brown one and a blue one here,
I think I like that green. It's like an ice green or
right?
Ravenna green. I forget what they call
Right.
it.
And I like the that Merlot color that they had on some late '80s Spider Veloces.
But of course, red always seems to look pretty good on these
Red
two.
does pop, and it is the Italian racing color. So
I did see there's 3 Giulias in town here, in the large metropolis we live in, and the red one went by me coming home from work today. I think I like the blue better.
yeah, on that body, that blue really pops.
Yeah.
And I'm usually not a fan of painted calipers, but those
Blue
that
with yellow
the blue with
calipers.
the yellow really stands out through those wide open wheels. I dig it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
All right, that fender's looking pretty sweet.
Not too shabby. It's a straight car.
So step that way just real quick. Check out the reflection of the sunset in that fender.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully the camera picks it up. That was fantastic. So, one of the reasons that I love New Mexico is it's December 28th, and I'm not going to say I'm not cold standing here in shorts and a t-shirt, but the sun sets all year round. There's a reason the cars out here are phenomenal is we don't get very much. We get nice clouds, but we don't get a lot of moisture. So that Alfa sat outside for a lot of years, and but probably, I don't know, maybe twice a year got a kiss of snow on it, and then
Not
dried right out. So
Yeah,
even
every
without a
other
top,
year.
yeah, exactly. So thanks for joining us today as Nate showed us how to polish that fender. Next time you see the car, it'll probably be all polished up, and we'll be starting on the interior. So without further ado, thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, and hit the notify button so you know when we have new content.